Hello everybody, welcome back to Kai Talks NFL. Today I'm going to be giving quarterbacks Madden ratings, and yes, this is a Wyatt idea, so shout out to him. Anyways, I'm not going to go along with what Madden puts. I'm going to go along with what I put. So Madden typically puts rookies a little bit lower and whatnot, or based on their second season. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to go based off my own ratings. I'm not predicting it, I'm giving my own, so if that makes sense. Anyways, let's get into it.
Oh my goodness!
Daylight hurdles to the end zone.
That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Ayuk, it is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in?
Right, first quarterback we got is Aaron Rodgers. I know I hate on him a lot. I say he's extremely mid. He's played terrible the last 2 years. But I will still give him a 80. I think he's very, very average. I think he's definitely not what he used to be. But anyways, I'd still give him an 80. Andy Dalton, 73. Anthony Richardson, 73. Baker Mayfield, I think I'm going to put him at 90. I think he's just proved himself so much this past few seasons. I mean, dude has flipped around teams, went to the Buccaneers, and just absolutely went off. And I'm so excited to see what he does. I think he's going to definitely bring Tampa Bay a Super Bowl, just especially with everything they got going on over there. I think Baker Mayfield is definitely a 90 overall after the past few seasons. Bo Nix, 89. He's very close to a 90. I think Bo Nix played very, very well last year. I want to see a playoff win or two out of him. I think he played very, very good last year, right? He revived the Broncos a little bit. And Sean Payton, of course. But anyways, I do think Bo Nix will be over a 90 by the end of next year. Brock Purdy. He's my guy, but I think I gotta go 87 with him. He's still a very, very good quarterback in my opinion. I think he's very overlooked. Everybody says he's a system quarterback, and yes, you can say that based off last year, but he's still a very good quarterback. He brought his team to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship in his first 2 years. You can't blame him. Anyways, Bryce Young. He hasn't proven himself a ton, but I know how much of a bright future he has. So right now, I'm going to say 79. But I know where he can be. I'm just saying, based off last year's, a 79. If this was based on pre-bench, because he did get benched last year, pre-bench Bryce Young would be 75 and below with these guys. But I definitely think at the end of last year, he proved that he can be a 79, and I believe he could possibly even be up here by the end of next season. Caleb Williams, I would say he's like right around Bryce, a 79. I mean, he didn't do insanely terrible, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a great look for the number 1 overall pick, in my opinion. Cam Ward, rookie. CJ Stroud. This one's odd, man. I mean, I'd almost say he's right in between Bo Nix and Brock Purdy, but I think he's a little bit higher than Brock Purdy, but he might be higher than Bo Nix too. I'll give him an 89. I think he's right around Bo Nix. I might be rating Bo Nix a little bit too high because I'm an Oregon fan, but that could be. Anyways, CJ Stroud definitely had a slump last year. Definitely. We all know that. Anyways, that doesn't change the fact that he's still a very good quarterback. He can still make receivers great. For example, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, which they are great, but he really helped that out and really just changed everything that was going on in Houston, just losing records, all of the above, and just overall, I think he's still an 89. Kirk Cousins. I think he could still start somewhere, but he didn't play very good. I'd give him like a 77. Dak Prescott. You know, he got injured last year. Before he got injured, he was playing decent. I'd still say Dak's a 90. He's still pretty dang good. Y'all gotta admit. Like, yeah, he chokes in the playoffs, but he went under 10 interceptions 2 years ago. Like he said he would, right? I just think Dak Prescott's still a 90 overall. Daniel Jones. I said a lot about him in the past video. But anyways, 76. He's not the worst, but he's far from the best. Jaden Daniels. Is it too early to give him a 96? I don't think it is. I think Jaden Daniels is a 96 overall. I think just he was absolutely insane last year, right? We saw it, made the NFC Championship. And before people say sophomore slump, shut up. Your only reasoning is because CJ Stroud had one. Tell me otherwise, just besides a theory. Besides a theory. Tell me an actual statistic why Jaden Daniels himself, not CJ Stroud, Jaden Daniels himself will fail. Tell me why. Anyways, 96. I think that's a very reasonable, for somebody who made the NFC Championship last year as a rookie, I think that's very reasonable for Jaden Daniels. Sam Darnold. After the back half of last season, I don't know if I can trust him that much. I'd give him an 85. I think he's still pretty dang good, but I also don't think he can, I guess, clutch, if that's the word. He did not play good at the back half of last season, in the playoffs, and that Week 18 game versus the Lions. Next, I got Deshaun Watson, 99. Just kidding. 73. Dylan Gabriel, haven't seen him play. Drake May. You know, we didn't see nearly enough from him last year. I don't think I could put him higher than Bryce or Caleb, so I'll put him at 79 with them. But I think these three are going to go off next year. Joe Flacco, 73. Geno Smith. You know, I said it wasn't going to work out with the Raiders, and I still don't think that. But at the same time, I don't think he's too terrible. I think he's right around Aaron Rodgers at an 80. Jalen Hurts. He's the Super Bowl champion. I think you gotta give him like a 93. I would say Jalen Hurts is about a 93. I think Saquon was a big part, but also Jalen was. He's a pretty good passer. I don't know. His running's decent, but I think the tush push carries him a lot. But anyways, I still think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. This is Jalen Milroe, rookie. Jameis Winston, like a 73. Jared Goff. I think it would be criminal not to put Jared Goff at a 95 or higher, because I just think he is. Yeah, Jared Goff was just so good last year, besides that playoff game and a couple of big interception games, but outside of that, dude was throwing up touchdown after touchdown. That offense wouldn't be able to work without Jared Goff, right? He's got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, obviously, but like, he's the key that fits the puzzle, you know? He's the one that's passing it. He's the one that's throwing the dimes. I believe Jared Goff is the reason why the Lions' offense was so good last year. Jackson Dart. I haven't seen him play. J.J. McCarthy. He's not a rookie, but we haven't seen him play, so I'm just putting him down there. Joe Burrow. I think he's a 99. I mean, I wouldn't put him anywhere else, I don't think. After that just legendary season last year, he had, 5,000 passing yards, something like that? Dude, he was insane last year. He had put up like 50 points a game because the defense just sucked and then they lost. That was tragic, bro. And he's going to have to do it again this year. I feel so bad. But anyways, 99. Jordan Love. I would say he's better than all of these guys. But I wouldn't say he's better than any of these guys either. So I'd put him at like a 90. I think Jordan Love's still pretty good. But he definitely... We expected more from him last year, I should say. Josh Allen. 99. The MVP carried his team on the back. Okay, what I said about, I believe it was Jared Goff, how the offense wouldn't be able to work without him. Josh Allen, they literally would not be able to work without him. Without Josh Allen, they would have 7 wins. I'm not even kidding you. Josh Allen is the key to that, brother. Like, he literally, like, he has no receivers, really. He's got Khalil Shakir, which I think is underrated. Keon Coleman, which didn't play very good. It's all him, man. Josh Allen is what makes all these wide receivers just elite. I mean, really, like, he just makes everybody around him just get the ball, no matter who it is. It could be anybody. And there's no specific person, in my opinion. And that's just who Josh Allen is. He works with what he has, you know. Justin Fields. I would put him at an 80. I think he played really underrated in that first half of the Steelers season, but then we didn't see him again. But I think he's gonna be very, very good on the job. Justin Herbert, 95, right around Jared Goff. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He proved it last year with Jim Harbaugh, and yeah. That's all I need to really say. He took his team to the playoffs. Obviously, hasn't had the most playoff success. But anyways, I still think Justin Herbert's one of the best passing and rushing quarterbacks in the league. Kyler Murray, an 80. He's just average, like I said. He's going to be super underwhelming this year. Lamar Jackson, 99. There's nowhere else to put him, man. He just had historical stats all around. But playoff success, it's not so much. I'm hoping they get that this year. But anyways, 99, I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. It's Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes, I would say a 96. I still think he's very, very good. But, 96 up there, I forgot. Anyways, I'd still say he's a 96. But I definitely think he fell off last year a little bit. He definitely wasn't as good, but we all know Patrick Mahomes is going to be back. It's just the Chiefs, just annoying. He's the leader there. I mean, he gets it all done, you know. He's just a workhorse, really, honestly. He's got Travis Kelce, but that's about it. He kind of makes the magic happen over there. They went 15-2. You can't really say he's under a 96. I believe this is Mason Rudolph. Yep. Matthew Stafford. I'd say he's a 94. He's like barely under Justin Herbert and Jared Goff. I think Matthew Stafford is still elite, even for his age. I think nobody's really denying that. Brought his Rams to the playoffs twice, 2 years in a row. And with Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua this year, I think he's just going to be elite. Michael Penix, I haven't really seen enough for him, so once again, I'm going to put him with these guys, 79. Kenny Pickett, yeah. The kid from Notre Dame, I forgot his name, rookie. Russell Wilson, I'd go 80. You could maybe put him below, but I think all these guys are like so average. I think Justin Fields is going to take off, but these other 4, I think they're just average in my opinion. Anyways, I think Russell Wilson he's Russell Wilson. Shador Sanders, rookie. Spencer Rattler, he sucked. Like, he might have been one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever watched last year. Trevor Lawrence, I'll give him an 85, but I still don't think he's great. I think he played very underwhelming the past 2 years. I think he will skyrocket again because he'll be healthy, and he has Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. So I think just because of that, he's going to be really good. But for now, he's an 85. Tua, once again, he's pretty average, but I'll give him like an 83. All these guys here are an 80, I believe I said, right? He's like an 83. I think he's pretty average, but not as average as these guys. Tyler Schroe, I think that's how you say it, rookie. Will Howard, rookie. Will Levis, 75 and below. That is my list. And that is also the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, let me know down below. Have a great 4th of July weekend, and I will see you in the next one.